Hi, welcome to a walkthrough of the latest icetana investor presentation. The regulatory and legal you can go through with the associated PDF. Just a reminder about who we are. We're a global leader in AI surveillance. We're headquartered in Australia, ASX listed. We have regional sales and implementation teams in the Middle East and APAC. And this is a reminder of our wonderful board of directors and executive team. And just as probably a reasonable call out about the latest additions to our executive team, Matt James joined recently from VGW. Matt and I worked closely in the early days, and it's lovely to have this technical partnership back again. And we're seeing massive output from the engineering and AI team since Matt James joined. And to be honest, I'm really enjoying it. Talking about transformation, also bringing in Sean Clark, who's been bringing a similar level of experience and expertise in the sales and marketing side. You'll see later on in the deck how Sean's strategic focus is already paying dividends in the well-defined go-to-market and the execution and growth of the sales capabilities. So just a bit of an update on the new people. From a corporate overview perspective, the half yearly revenue is up 183% year on year, and this is largely to do with the $1.5 million hardware deal that we sold to one of our largest customers. Maybe obviously we would prefer ARR here, but it did give us excellent experience in rolling out the roughly 50 AI servers locally. So we've got strong expertise in sourcing hardware, rolling out at scale. Our March 24 ARR sits at 1.8 million. icetana is currently well capitalized with just under $2 million in the bank, no debt. And our key metrics for the March quarter, we are up 12% on ARR from last year, and we are up 18% on quarterly revenue from the year before. So things are looking very promising. And just at a glance, we have 74 customers, sites. We are spinning up more active distributors as part of our go-to-market focus. We've got 15,000 cameras under license, which generate roughly 2.6 million hours of footage each week. We're across 5 continents. We have 17 staff. 4 of them are based in the Middle East. And our compound annual growth is currently at 29% per annum over 3 years. So we're in reasonably good shape. The challenge that we face is a large one. There are over 1 billion and growing CCTV cameras across the world. You can read through these bullet points, but it can be reasonably well articulated. Our largest customer has 8,000 cameras. They have a requirement to monitor all of these cameras in real time. If you consider that within 5 hours, these 8,000 cameras have created more footage than that exists in the entire Netflix catalog, then it gives you a bit of an idea. Our software, if without the icetana software, they would need to increase the size of the team significantly to monitor it. So the challenge is tangible, the opportunity is massive, and the way that we solve it is through our expertise in artificial intelligence. So we deliver advanced event detection, we reduce the false positives, but effectively what we do is we use machine learning and AI to monitor all of the cameras. We do this with a self-learning approach. So compared to our competitors who you need to put rules in and the likes, you switch icetana on, and 24 hours later it starts reporting unusual or dangerous events. And after a week, the system has learned the rhythm of the installation. Um, Further still, and I'll talk about this later in autonomous security, but effectively, we solve the problem by being experts in AI and having over 15 years experience in using AI to keep people safe across large-scale surveillance networks. So this idea of autonomous security is the backbone of our innovation at icetana. It's a pretty good analogy because customers often can relate to it in terms of autonomous driving. Level zero is no automation at all. That's just straightforward motion detection. Similarly, in autonomous driving, this is, if you have no cruise control, if you have no automated steering. Level one is typically where a lot of our competitors exist. They manually draw perimeters, they put in masks, they create rules, and you can get a 2x improvement on your on the coverage, the number of cameras that security operators can cover realistically with level one. Out the box with icetana, you get level two, which is partial automation. In general, this means that if a security operator can cover 30 cameras, with icetana they can cover 300 cameras. And the way this works is by icetana automatically learning the context for each camera scene and reporting on either interesting events or dangerous events. After a while with icetana, the users can thumbs up to say we want more of these events or less of these events, and our contextual, this brings us to level 3 autonomous security with contextual automation. So we operate comfortably in the level 2, level 3 area, which once you get to contextual automation, that the security operator who could handle 300 cameras can now probably handle 600 cameras. We are nudging towards full automation. Full automation for icetana is this is our equivalent of AGI. It's an aspiration. We're heading there. We don't know when we'll arrive, but we're firmly set in this direction. We're using the latest innovation from large language models to improve the focus of the system. So, for example, you can put in there things like, is there an occupational health and safety risk? You can actually put in the shopping mall rules, or like to further augment the human operator so that they can have more automated coverage across more cameras. I'll chat more about that when we go through the product portfolio. This is the product portfolio or the icetana ecosystem. Our success has largely came from our security product. This is the original innovation from icetana. But since we've rebuilt the system with contemporary technology, we have opened the door for much more focused analytics. So already we've got heat maps, people counting, behavioral analysis and reporting. We're getting some demand for retail analytics in particular that we're going to follow up with. And we've also building out a strong real-time forensics capability. This was something that we built because we have the data, and already we're finding that our forensics capability is enough for us to take deals off of larger incumbents. I'll chat about this in a little bit later, but also the forensic side of the business is a business itself, and it's proven to be very interesting. One of the feedback from the prospective customers in the Middle East, where our go-to-market's focused, is that they're interested in license plate recognition and facial recognition, and ideally they would like these within the icetana ecosystem. So the same way that icetana makes it easy to roll out security event detection, we are currently building license plate recognition and facial recognition so that it can integrate well with our easy to use platform. The other capability we're building out just now is event prompt. This is a leverage of the LLM technology that's coming out. You can specifically write the event that you're looking for. So things like, is someone carrying a gun? Is there a fight? These LLMs can add a whole new cognitive layer to the scene detection. Even things like we were testing the other day. Is someone carrying a knife? Does someone have a hard hat on? This has opened up a whole new long tail of use cases. For example, a shopping mall could simply put the rules of the shopping mall into the icetana event prompt, and icetana would find breaches to that and things like occupational health and safety and like. So we've increased our potential success surface here by building on the success of the security product, and we're expanding it, and we're getting pretty consistent feedback that these are the right products to build in the geography that we're currently focused on. There's a huge investment in artificial intelligence. Video analytics is our niche within this, but you can see here that anecdotally there's growth and continued projected growth in AI and video analytics. We're really well placed to take advantage of this swell in AI, and our customers are reacting well to it. So the investment in growth, we recently raised, last year we raised $2.2 million. We hired the sales team. This was on the back of this strategic raise. We brought in some experienced sales executive, or unexperienced sales executive, Sean. We subsequently hired 2 new sales members in the Middle East, and we've just recently hired a customer experience manager to help us with the growth. We defined a go-to-market around a focus in the Middle East, and I'll show you in the subsequent slides that it's already paying dividends. So in this quarter, we had a more global focus. Our go-to-market, we've focused our marketing efforts on the Gulf region. Our website unique users have gone up 400%, partly to the interest in AI, but our really specific focus on the Gulf has given us almost 2,500% increase in the views, and this is manifesting in sales qualified leads. So the sales qualified leads that we brought in from the quarter, we brought in 20,000 camera license sales qualified leads, and just in case this is not obvious, this is customers who have an interest in a problem that we can solve, a budget that we can work with, and collectively in the CRM there's 20,000 cameras for us. So we set out to achieve this in the quarter, and we hit it and a little bit more. So that was encouraging to see the go-to-market working. Also from a sales perspective, in the quarter we sold 1,500 new licenses. This is going to add $150,000 of ARR once these cameras are deployed in April and May. We've also converted $350,000 in ARR from the old product to the new product. So this is more evidence that we've built the right thing and more evidence that our customers are sticking with us. We've also renewed, our largest customer has renewed, moved on to the second year and renewed $500,000 in AR. So, again, things are looking good as growth lead indicators in this quarter. Why should you invest in icetana just now? We believe that icetana is underrated. We've got a 3.8x multiple on our ARR. Typical SaaS businesses are sitting around 5.5, but in this AI security tech niche, the multiples are around 40x. So we believe that we are underrated in terms of the market cap. We continue to prove there's a market demand for the product. We set out strategically. The sales cycles are not fast, but in the last quarter, one of the sales that we made took 3 weeks from initial contact with the customer or the prospect to getting the purchase order in. So these sales cycles are hopefully shortening, but we set out strategically to focus on the Middle East, and we didn't expect to get the turnaround that we're getting with the speed that we're getting, but it's here, and it looks like that market demand will continue to grow. We've got a scalable business model, and software businesses are things I love. SaaS software businesses are things I really love. AI software SaaS businesses is the Venn diagram of engagement and excitement from myself and the team. And from an innovative technology perspective, I think I mentioned earlier, we are able to compete because we're able to compete with some really large players who are really well resourced. And often when you have a team of 200, 300 engineers, you move slowly. And what we're finding is, since Matt James came, our output from the small number of engineers we've got is massive. And for example, we can roll out the forensics tool, which not only competes with the large incumbents in that space. Our experience is better. We do it in real time. You don't need to build models and wait for a couple of hours. And our overall product and offering is being met well as we go through this sales cycle. So we think it's an exciting time to invest in icetana. We're excited to be here, and we're looking forward to seeing the investment and our go-to-market turn into growth soon. Please feel free to reach out if you'd like to chat more about the business, the product, the team, our growth plans. Then please reach out to me at kevin.brown@icetana.ai. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for your time.